Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to create a business that makes money 24/7. So, now that that's been said, let's dive straight into it. So, I want you to think of a pyramid. At the bottom of the pyramid is where you start to get your clients. So at the bottom, you really want to give away value as much as possible. You want to give away free stuff, no matter what it is. But you have to stick to a niche. So you want to give information about your niche, just helping people out all the time, which is what I talk about in most of my videos. But if you've already seen those videos, make sure that you do stick around because it's going to get more in depth further on. So by creating value in a niche, you start to become an authority in the niche because people want to know your information that you want to give because you start becoming an expert and you really give away some proper value, and the more value you give away, the better people will like you and the more they'll want to come back to get some more value. So what you're doing is building a fan base. So what free stuff can you be giving away? Where can you give your value? You can give your value by doing YouTube videos. YouTube videos is the best way because people get to see your face, hear your voice, and know exactly what you're about. You can also do blog posts. You can do podcasts, and these are the main three ones that you really want to get into. And my favorite one is YouTube. And I've said this in plenty of my videos, but YouTube is really the best way to go. But if you have a podcast and if you have, these are things that will help you out a ton. So keep in mind that these are the three main ones. So imagine you do a YouTube video about working out and you do that video on getting six-pack abs, for example. And that person that's seen that, they've tried that at home, and they realize that they now are getting better abs and they're losing the fat on their body and really gaining something. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna come back for more, so see how they can build their shoulders, their arms, whatever you want, or maybe cardio, whatever niche you're into, but you get the idea. You really want to give away value so that people come back for more and then they start becoming really a fan and really like you and enjoy what you're doing. So with that, you want to make sure that you're giving away the best that you can give away. So that is the first tip that you really want to do. You really want to build that fan base and do not go to that second phase, which is selling, before you really start getting that fan base and people following you, whether it's on YouTube, on your blog, or anything else. But you really want to make sure that people do follow you, because if you start selling without having that, it's going to cost you a bunch of money and it's going to be way harder to sell, and people aren't going to be likely to come back again and again and again because you're just someone that had one product that they kind of enjoyed but it made the deal. But if you become an authority figure in your niche, then you can start building a fan base and people will really like what you do. So make sure that you have that. You grew your following no matter where it was. So, now that you have that base, you want to go to the second step of the pyramid, which is a front-end offer. So, what is your front-end offer? Your front-end offer is something that people have challenges with, problems and things like that in your niche, or goals they have. So how do you know what problems they have? Some people will comment on your comment section and ask you about how they can improve this or that. But the best way to do this is to just send them a survey. And since you've done that fan base, you grew your fan base, people will gladly reply to you and tell you what their problems are, their goals are, and things like that, and things that they really want to know. And that's all because you gave them value again and again and again without asking anything in return. So now that you are asking something in return, which doesn't take a whole lot of their time, they'll gladly answer you. So once you know you've got some feedback, you're gonna create a product that solves the biggest problem that they have. So again, if you're in the workout niche, the biggest problem people have, for instance, if you make this survey, I don't know what it is, but if you made that survey, you would know, for example, that they have trouble with how frequently they should work out, how long they should work out, or some other things that they have a problem with. So what you do is you create a course that tells them exactly how and when they should work out, and you have to give them so much value in that it's crazy. So it really depends on what niche you're in, but it can go from $7 to $50. You don't want to go too high because it's a front-end offer, and that's just really to get people to get in the door. So you really solve their problem. That's your main goal, is to solve the problem that they have, because when people see that, they'll be asking for even more, because you solved their problem and you made a price that was very cheap compared to what they perceive it to be. You have to have something that people feel like it's worth $100, and you only make them pay $50, for example. And it can be a whole range. If it's something that you sell for $7, it should be worth about $50. Obviously, you don't want to lose money, but if it's a digital product, it's going to take you some time, but no money. So do that. Make sure that you have something that people are going to be blown away by the crazy value that you're giving away. And this time, you're not giving it away because you're making people pay for it. You're making them pay a small price compared to what they feel it should be. Once they have gone through this second step of the pyramid, what you want to do is give them an upsell. So this could be, for example, an advanced training course. Maybe it could be some private membership area. But this is the main core product. This is the product that you really, really put your heart and soul into it. It's going to be way beyond the first product that you started to sell. It's going to be really in depth. It's going to be how you can get there faster to have the crazy body, because I'm talking about the workout niche. So you have the best body that you can have, six-pack abs, massive chest muscles, cardio. It's going to have everything in there. It's going to be insanely valuable, and this is something that could be a bit more expensive than the first product. So it can be from $50 to $200, obviously depending on your niche, but you can look that up, what people are selling things at and what your fan base are willing to pay. You see Kylie Jenner, for example, her fans are ready to pay $200 for a makeup kit. So it really depends on what your niche is and also what people are willing to spend. But this is going to be some crazy valuable product, so it can be up to $200. And if you're insanely big in your niche, you can sell that even more. Some people sell that for like $1,000 if it's in the right niche. So it really depends, but usually it's from $50 to $200. And this is going to be your insanely valuable product that helps out people so much. Again, just like your previous product, that you give so much value that it's worth way more than $200 if you're selling your course at that price. And I'm talking about a course, but it can be anything. But training courses are something that works really well in most niches. So now that you've gone up to number 3, the people really like your second course that they pay $200 for, and they think it's really worth $200. Actually, it's probably worth $1,000 just for that first part of that course. So make sure that you give that insane value. Now that people really like that, you're going to give them an upsell number 2. So this is the crazy advanced thing that people can't even imagine. Insane value, like how to train like a high-level athlete that's going to go in the Olympics, how to do that in a short amount of time. you name it, but you have to give like, this is the extremely high level advanced course that you can ever build. It can be a recurring membership, so people don't have to pay a big price up front, but they pay monthly to have your training, because you give them advice. They can ask you on your Facebook group what advice you can have, and you'll answer straight away, because these are your valuable clients and you really want to help them out. So something that's insanely valuable, and you just keep up with them all the time, and it's really the big upsell. So a recurring membership is a good way, but you can also sell that from $200 to $500, even more again, depending on your niche, but this is kind of the base of what everyone goes into. So you really want to look up to get those clients really good. So now that they've gone on to the fourth tip, is starting to get to the top of the pyramid, and the top of the pyramid for me is cross promotions. So the people who get there are really huge fans of you. They've already bought 2 courses from you, they've bought upsells, they've bought so many things that they are ready to buy things. They really like your help. They really enjoy what you're selling, because you're not selling anything to them just like that. These are people that are really huge fans, that really see value in what you're giving away and selling. So all these people will come across issues, and for these issues sometimes you need something more. Sometimes you need a software, sometimes you need an app, sometimes they have other struggles, but they will tell you, because if they come to that stage, they'll ask you questions. And your job there is to find the solution for that product, and you don't even have to make that product. Maybe it's a workout app, because we're talking about workout. So you find an app that has an affiliate program, and you get them and you say, okay, this is your problem, this is the solution I have, I'm going to share this to everyone out here on your Facebook group. This is an app that I really like, I really enjoy, and this could solve this problem, and I really invite you to use that. I also have this software that's amazing, and this one is to do this and that, and you should use that as well. So now you've got 2 affiliate offers as well as all the courses that you're selling. And this can go on and on, because people always have issues, and your goal is to solve that issue and find an affiliate program that does that, because you do want to get paid for that. If you can answer them without making them pay, great, do that, because again, you want to give as much value as possible, but you do want to get paid. So if you find a paid product that you want to use, make sure that you tell your fans. If that product does not exist, you could also make that product. You could get 100% of the cut of everything. You make that software. Obviously, you're probably not going to code it, because that's not your job, but you could ask people, because now that you're making money, you can ask someone to code your program, and then you can sell it. So that's the top of the pyramid. You could also go one level above and ask and do some coaching, and that's going to be really expensive, and that's where you want to do that. You don't want to go and do coaching right at the beginning, because that's not passive income anymore. That's income that's generated by the time that you spend with them, and you do not want to get too many of those people on there. So you can do that, but I highly suggest that if you do that, it's at the very top of the pyramid. So that's kind of a bonus one, but I really want to make sure that people know about this. So this is the way that the top marketers are doing everything. So I really wanted to share that with you, so that it can help you a bunch, because all the successful people are doing that. Now, with that being said, if you're just starting out, make sure you do that step by step. Don't do that all at once, because you're not going to know what people want. So make sure that you start from the beginning of the video. You can watch it again, but you want to make sure that you go step by step onto the last one, because otherwise you're just going to get overloaded with work and you're not going to do anything. and it's not going to be in the right direction. So make sure that you do that from the first tip to the last one I talked about, because this is what's going to help you. With that being said, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I'm posting videos every single day of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.